What's the most small town thing you've witnessed? I lived in a small town. When I moved there, people would ask, "Whose house did you buy?" Moved to a small town. 30 years later, you are still the new guy. Been 5 years and I am still an outsider. I lived in a small town for most of my childhood, but I wasn't from there, because my grandparents weren't from there. A guy robbed a bank and everyone knew immediately who he was and the teller got mad at him. A local bank was robbed and one of the tellers told the police to bring her a yearbook from about 10 years earlier and she would be able to point the robber out. He had been in the grade before hers in school. Hey, here in NYC, my wife got her MacBook stolen by a guy running a scam on Facebook Marketplace. Because of the nature of the transaction, she had video proof and a witness of the robbery, pictures of him, was able to figure out a few of his nicknames, and was able to identify the year and high school he attended in New Jersey. She gave all of that information to the cops, who then said that it wasn't enough and they couldn't do anything. NYPD, America's finest. Left the grocery store and forgot a bag. Another customer brought it to my house. I live in a medium town and was getting Chinese takeout. They were really busy and the owner knew my address from delivery. So he asked if I could deliver it for them. It was someone on my street and I knew them. Lol. Honestly, I've done similar things before and I think it's great. Helping out someone you know, they look after you, and you have a laugh with the person you dropped it off to. I didn't know you worked for person. Now. I don't. Cue laughing. I used to answer the phone at a local pharmacy to park the calls when I was waiting for medicine. Knowing who was calling by their voice seemed normal. How is everyone affording life right now? I work at Costco and I buy all my stuff at Costco. Also I have some Costco stock that pays good dividends. Also I dumpster dive at Costco. Truly Costking through life. They don't call me Costco Joe for nothing. F me, Costco Joe. We don't do that at Costco. Don't have time. Too busy stocking the shelves. Maybe try Sam's. Sam is on his period. Just got signed by the Dodgers. You can either play victim or get signed by the ducking Dodgers. Back in my day when the well ran dry, we just got signed with the Dodgers like real Americans. Unlike these wimp-ass kids now. Not everyone can play for the Dodgers, like heck. When I was a boy, my daddy shot me in the leg because I was 2 minutes late home from school and the Dodgers still signed me as an outfielder. I limped so fast across that field. When Elton John came to the stadium to give me the Heisman Trophy, I knew I had made it. That's what hard work does, it pays off. What treasures that we 100% know existed still haven't been found. The tomb of the first Qin Emperor of China exists and we know exactly where it is. The only part of the site that's been extensively excavated for artifacts is the famous Terracotta Army. The main tomb itself is still completely sealed and no attempts have been made to open it since legend states that it was filled not only with mountains of treasure inside, but also mechanically operated rivers of flowing mercury made to resemble the major rivers and bodies of water in China and booby traps to protect the massive subterranean complex, which has been measured to be around 1/4 the size of the Forbidden City using ground-penetrating radar and other non-invasive techniques. Apparently archaeologists and scientists have found disturbingly high levels of mercury in the ground around the tomb, giving some air of legitimacy to the legends, which also raises concerns about the legend of booby traps. There's also concern that we do not currently have the technology and knowledge to protect artifacts we'd excavate from outside air and contamination. Just like how earlier excavations of the Terracotta Army led to their original colorful paint being destroyed shortly after being unearthed. Edit. Since this comment got so popular, I'll add on the heirloom seal of the realm, also known as the Imperial Seal of China. Physical possession of the object basically legitimized a claim to the mandate of heaven and thus rule over China. It was created in 221 BC. Passing along through various emperors and factions until sometime between around 1500 to 1000 years ago. There's several theories on how, when, and where it was lost, but we'll probably never get an answer unless some farmer happens to stumble on a fairly big square hunk of intricately carved jade in some field and realizes what it is. Also, here's a wiki page to lose a few hours browsing through. Thanks for watching and see you next time.